Here is another really smart way of actually raising money. Well, technically, raising money using your supplier's terms. Using your supplier's terms. What am I talking about here? What I mean is, if you're particularly if you're in the manufacturing business or you manufacture a product, this can be really handy. It could be just the idea you need, and that will substitute for needing cash. Let me explain what I mean. A few years ago, I was in the music business, and I used to manufacture. This is going way back. We used to manufacture vinyl, and I had an office right opposite a pressing plant in London, and I was a music distributor. But as part of the work I did, I used to sign artists and then record them and release the records. So I needed a manufacturer to actually produce the vinyl 12 inches that we had then for us. So I obviously developed a relationship with the firm that was manufacturing vinyl right opposite our workplace, and he gave me a 90-day credit. That meant that I could literally, it gave me a 90-day credit and a £2,000 limit, or £1,000 limit. I don't remember exactly what it was now. Okay, let's take the lower figure of £1,000 limit. So that means that I must pay that £1,000 within 90 days, and I am not able to spend beyond the £1,000 at any 90 days. So really, if I wanted to manufacture more than £1,000 worth, then I'll have to pay the difference. So if I wanted to manufacture £2,000 worth of vinyls, then I'll have to pay £1,000, and then the other 1,000 I'll pay that in 90 days. Oh well, guess what I did? In the beginning, I kept my orders small so that I can use his credit facility. So he gave me 90 days credit. I gave the shops that I was selling the vinyl to 30-day credit. So in effect, I didn't have to go find the £1,000. I didn't have to go find that money. All I needed to do was make sure my clients paid me before I was due to pay him. So the point I'm making to you is this: if the bulk of the money you need is for stock, okay, this can really work well for you in terms of you getting your supplier or manufacturer to extend to you a credit facility, and then you use that credit facility to run your business. So again, let's say you sell plumbing equipment. Your manufacturer can give you a 30-day credit and a $10,000 limit. Okay, you just make sure when your customers purchase, they have to pay you cash, or they have to pay by card or whatever. And that means that you're having the money today, and you don't need to pay your own manufacturer until another 30 days. Okay, or at least you don't need to pay until 30 days. So as long as you get the money in before you have to pay your manufacturer, you actually don't need to go find that initial funding for your business. I think it's a really smart idea, and it works. So question is, why would a supplier or manufacturer want to do that? One is like, first of all, they may like your vision, they like your business, they like your vision, they like you, they trust you. And the other thing, of course, is if it's a very competitive industry, they're looking for business, and maybe they've been going for years, so they can afford to give you those terms. That's why they'll do it. So go present yourself. What I used to do, I went ahead, I presented my plan to the manufacturer that I was working with, and I showed him what I wanted to do over the year. I made him see my ideas and what I thought was possible. And knowing he understood the industry, that made it a little bit easier. And he actually helped me by, giving me some tips on what to do and what not to do. And because he was because it was well used by the industry, he used to tell me the people who didn't have good credit, he used to say to me, don't trade with that person because they're on stop at the moment, or they don't have good credit. So I used to, it was such a good relationship. And you can build the same relationship over time with your supplier and make sure that you pay on time. That's the key. Make sure your clients pay you before you need to pay him or her, and make sure you pay your bills on time. So let me recap on what I've said. One is that you got to build trust with the supplier. And the second thing, which is really important, is that you got to pay your bills on time. If you have a 90-day credit term, make sure before 90 days you paid, because that way you're going to get into the good books, and then the credit limits will go up. Also, get paid on time by your clients so that you can pay your bills on time. All right, I'll see you on the next one.